I look so freaking contoured, bitch. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Alice. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a foundation and concealer wear test and review. I've got the goods on my face right now. The items in question are by E.L.F Cosmetics. I was in Walmart and I saw the 16-hour camo concealer, and I remember hearing good things about it. It's like a big container and it kind of looks like Shape Tape, so I was really compelled to want to try it. It's also only like $5, 5 or 6, and they had a big shade range in the little display in Walmart. I think I posted on my Instagram stories and a lot of you guys said that you wanted to see kind of like a review, and I figured let's just try out a bunch of other E.L.F products because they're so affordable. So I ended up picking up a few other things. At the time of filming this, they had this like promotion where if you spend like over $25, I think you get like a free gift. So that was pretty cool. I picked this out, so I'll probably try it out at some point. But I ended up picking up the Flawless Finish Foundation, the Poreless Putty Primer, and then a cream and powder contour kit. So we're going to be trying all of these items and reviewing them. I'm going to try and wear this for as long as possible today and do some check-ins, some wear tests, yada yada yada. Without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, and also before we get into it, I guess, let me know down in the comments below, have you tried these foundations? What do you think of them? If there's any other foundations that you would like me to try, foundations or concealers or anything like that, leave them in the comments and I'll definitely check that out. But without further ado, let's fucking do it. I'm in a horrible mood today. Hope it's not translating to you guys, but I don't know what it is. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at everything. I'm pissed at myself. I'm pissed at nothing. Just having one of those days. I'm gonna focus on makeup so that I can stop thinking about all of the things that are irritating me right now. First things first, the E.L.F Poreless Putty Primer in the shade Universal Sheer. Heard good things about this, sort of. Jeffree started a video on it. I saw the thumbnail. I'm assuming that it's great. Didn't watch the video. But on the E.L.F website, it said like, oh, the primer that broke the internet is back in stock. And so it's like, okay, it must be good. This primer is $8. So it's got like 4.3 stars on the E.L.F website. This Perfecting Putty Primer smooths the skin and preps it with squalene to help moisturize and grip makeup for all day wear. The velvety texture glides over the skin, smoothing over imperfections for a poreless effect. Directions: apply a thin, even amount to moisturized skin prior to makeup application. Allow to set for 30 seconds before applying foundation. Perfect. Ooh, I'm just gonna dig in with my finger. I got a little bit. It is not scented at all. There's no scent. Alright, that feels really nice. I'm just gonna pop this on so that my hair stays out of my face. Kind of wish that you didn't have to dig in with your finger, but I'm sure I could have just digged in with something else. But it feels nice. It's not like balling up as I'm rubbing it. Some like pore filling primers like ball up, but it feels good. It feels great. So I guess we'll let that sit for a second while we get ready for foundation. So I've got two shades of the E.L.F Flawless Finish Foundation. They like a lot of alliteration, don't they? I've got Swan and Pearl. Swan is fairest fair with peach undertones, and Pearl is fair with neutral undertones. Gotcha. Really enjoy the packaging. It's like a nice frosted glass. For something that is so cheap, only $6, great packaging. We have got a pump, which is so convenient. There's some swatches for you. We have Swan right here, Pearl right there. I'm pretty impressed that they have such a light shade. Swan. A lot of like drugstore just they don't go light enough, so this is actually crazy. It's too light for me, which is shocking. I'm gonna do Pearl. A lot comes out in one pump, y'all. Just FYI. Has kind of like a flowery, baby powdery kind of scent to it, perfumey. A little strong, not my favorite smell. It is going on with this brush really well. So it says here, oil-free satin finish. Directions. Apply a small amount starting at the center of the face and blend outwards using fingertips, a sponge, or a foundation brush. Layer as needed for more coverage. I like using a brush to apply foundation initially and then pat over it with a sponge. So that's what I'm gonna do here. It's applying pretty well with this, with just like a stippling motion and a brush. It's really lightweight. Like, I feel like I'm not wearing any foundation at all. I kind of went on with a thin layer. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Layers pretty nicely. I'm enjoying this right now. It's oil-free satin is like exactly how I would explain the way that this finish is looking right now. It's not too matte, but it's not dewy. Like matte, but not actually matte. You know what I'm saying? Concealer time. This is the 16-hour Camo concealer. $6 frickin', you guys. I have the shade Fair Warm. I've been using this for a few days, so it's not a first impression for me. I like it. It's really light. Anyway, let's see. Highly pigmented formula, lightweight, ideal for all skin types, large doe foot applicator, which I love. Intense pigmentation, full coverage, won't settle into fine lines, courtesy of its oil balancing formula that leaves behind a matte finish. I agree with most of those claims. It's full coverage. I do think that it can be kind of dry. Okay, beautiful. It's brightening. I love that. Gonna add a little bit to the chin for a little highlight action. Nose. Damn it, I keep forgetting I need to shave my face. Got little mustache hairs growing in. It brightens, it looks beautiful. It definitely covered up my dark circles. It's full coverage, it's nice. So, cream contour palette, $8. I have not tried a drugstore cream contour palette in a minute, so I wanted to give this a shot. I am super impressed with e.l.f.'s packaging. I mean, look at this. For $8, you're getting a big mirror, a nice plastic package. It's really nice. So we've got 3 contour shades and a highlight shade. Really nice. Wow. I thought they were going to be like super waxy and kind of shitty. I don't know. Maybe, I guess I had really low expectations. Don't think I'm going to be using the highlight, but the lightest contour shade looks really nice. It's so creamy and pigmented and like, wow. Don't want to go overboard. Might have already gone overboard, but we'll see. This white marble brush is from Cadabra, in case you're wondering. I'm getting contour happy. Ooh, you know what's fun sometimes? Contouring right there. Just add a little extra snatch to that eye. Okay, I need to blend. Just gonna use my foundation brush to blend. Alright, so compared to the Milk bronzer stick that I usually use to contour, it's definitely more pigmented and more opaque. It's not as like sheer. A little bit goes a long way, as you can see. Yeah, did a little too much down there. Blending really nicely. It's not moving the foundation that's underneath, so I love that. I feel like it's a little warm. Would I like it to be a little bit more cool toned? Absolutely. But for most people who aren't as pale as a ghost, it's probably gonna be good. It's probably gonna be a nice bronzery contour. To set my face, I'm just gonna use RCMA No Color Powder. This is the setting powder that I always use, and it's kind of like the reigning champ for me. It's just the one that I like the most. So that's why I didn't purchase an e.l.f. setting powder. Just because I'm just not like stoked about most other setting powders. The concealer is actually looking pretty good under my eyes. I'm gonna pat with a little brush, just make sure to blend out any creasing. Gonna lightly set the entire face with powder. Be sure to set that cream contour, honey. I don't want to bake because, like I said, this concealer is kind of dry. In addition to the cream contour, I also got a powder contour. You guys are probably like, girl, you don't need any more contour. But I want to try this, so I'm going to. Oh, damn, I should have gotten the bronzer palette. The bronzer palette looks bomb too. Anyway, so here is the powder contour palette. It is $8. Same packaging, absolutely love it. Looks pretty promising. That's the cream contour that kind of stained a little bit because I didn't wipe it off fully. But here we have the swatches of the powder. So this one right here looks a little too warm. This is like a bronzer, and then it looks like that one's more of the contour. And now it's got a little bit of illuminating properties, and then a peachy one, which is going to be useless for me because it's pretty much my skin tone. Ooh. Pigmented and powdery. I'm so used to the Lunatic contour book, which is like a little less powdery and pigmented. So hopefully I don't overdo it, but I'm just freshening up. Contour. I look so freaking contoured, bitch. I'm gonna dip into the light shade with this kind of angled brush or sponge and cut right there a little bit. Alright guys, everything is on my face. I'm gonna finish my makeup and we'll check back in just because things need to kind of like settle in. So it's been about like an hour or two. It looks a little dry right there, to be honest. Right up in there. Teensy bit dry. Other than that, it feels fine. I think it looks good. Hey guys, I wanted to show you what everything looks like in natural light, daylight, if you will. Let's go outside. My face is still pretty light compared to my body. I'm getting a little bit of mascara drippage, which is really unfortunate, but quite common for me if I don't use a totally like waterproof mascara. But here it is in daylight, in case you're wondering. Still in a bad mood, but I'm looking great. Okay, so checking in. It is like 8:30 right now. Today's been kind of a shit show. I've been pretty rough on this foundation and concealer. I took a little bit of a nap. Like I said, I've been just feeling kind of like depressed today, and sometimes just taking a nap really helps me, and then I wake up and I feel like it's a new day, and it's like I get to kind of start over for the rest of the day. So did that, went on a walk, got some work done, took my lipstick off. It's been rough, but let's get up close here. Yeah, wow. I mean, this is a normal like situation. This is what foundation goes through, man. I was wearing a visor on my walk today, and it actually held up pretty well on my forehead. It's looking pretty rough. I'm sorry that this review is kind of shitty, but you know, things happen. Yeah, I'm just doing an update. How's my foundation look?
Does it?
You're right. Yeah, it does.
Okay, fuck it up.
I'll do another check-in before I go to bed. Okay, guys? Hey, guys, it's Alice from the future. I am going to do a little bit of an update because I did not do a last check-in on this guy. Please ignore my zits. I've got a drying lotion on them right now, and so it's really gross. But anyway, I wanted to just tell you what I think of the foundation and concealer. That foundation is not a long wear, honey. I tried it with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which is my favorite, and it worked a little bit. It was a little bit more long wearing, but still by 10 hours, like it was wearing away. Not super great. The concealer is okay, kind of dry. I like the CoverGirl one better. The cream contour is okay. It's nice if it matches if it's the color that you want. I say get it. It's not cool toned enough for me, unfortunately, but I do think it's a nice product. And then the powder contour as well. It's nice. I just wish it was a little bit more cool toned, but that's just because I'm so pale. Oh yeah, and then the primer is nice. It doesn't help with longevity though. I think it's more of like a moisturizing type primer. So maybe next time I'll try that and then put the Milk one on top of it. But it did not help with longevity at all. In fact, I think it made it last less long. But yeah, that's my consensus. Sorry I didn't do an actual last check-in. I was just feeling like dookie that day, but I'm feeling much better, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Stay tuned for more foundation reviews because I'm really enjoying doing them. Leave me comments if there's anything in particular that you want me to try. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!